It's been nearly 5 years now since that deadly tornado did a loop over a Moore 7-Eleven. For some, the wounds from that day are still very fresh, including for E.H. Pittman, who was working inside that 7-Eleven. In fact, he was hurt so badly, he lost his ability to walk. News 4's Allie Meyer first caught up with him in the months following the tornado. And now, 5 years later, she's checking back in.
You wake up and it feels like it was just yesterday. Tornado alarm goes off and you're right back where you were. So it's crazy.
For E.H. Pittman, these moments are as fresh and as real today as they were 5 years ago.
They pulled me out and laid me on the ground, and I just kept telling them, I was like, they're right here, everybody else should be over here. And just everything went downhill from there. When they found me, I still had a hold of her shirt.
So much has changed since the day he tried so hard to save those women and the baby who lost their lives in the 7-Eleven. He lost something there too that day. He took his last steps right next to the rubble pile on May 20th, 2013.
I stood up and took a couple of steps and then sat down and said, I can't feel my legs. I don't remember that, but I guess that was my last 3 steps right there.
Getting medical treatment these past 5 years has been a battle. Every medical appointment seems to require another courtroom appearance. You see, his expenses are covered under workers' comp because E.H. was on the clock for 7-Eleven when the tornado hit.
As far as like the decisions I made that day, now I'm not angry about them. 7-Eleven's policy about not letting us go home, yeah, still angry about that. I mean, all of it could have been avoided. They just closed up shop. German time.
Staying behind to help cost him so much. He is confined to a wheelchair, no feeling in his legs.
It's like something's been unplugged and it just needs to be plugged back in. So I guess one of these days.
Pittman had his final surgery just last year to close up a stubborn wound on his back. He'd hoped to continue to serve in some capacity in the military, but the National Guard discharged him unexpectedly late last year.
They basically kicked me to the curb. I was like, can no longer help out anymore. So, which loved the military, loved the guys that I was with, and you know, that really sucked, was being kicked out. I mean, that was...
Was you blindsided by that?
Yeah.
Pittman was counting on a military pension someday. That's now gone, and those discharge papers left his family ineligible for military health benefits. Another tough blow for his wife and kids, who are now uninsured.
You just can't catch a break.
Yeah. You think something's going your way, and then I guess life kicks you again.
But E.H. has found beauty in loss. In the same way deadheading new blooms strengthens the plant, Pittman is finding strength in his core despite a stretch of cruel blows.
After all this, you know, it's staying positive and trying not to let things get to me. So one day at a time, and that's how it is.
And for E.H. Pittman, there is hope in that. Allie Meyer, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now, the Oklahoma Military Department tells us E.H. was discharged because he was not fit for duty due to an injury he suffered in a civilian job, not while on duty for the Oklahoma National Guard.